Hi, welcome back to Survival 4ZA. I'm Adam. Now today I've got myself a cheap tarp, 3 metre by 3 metre waterproof tarp, and we're going to have a go at stringing up a tarp shelter. So I'm just going to find 2 suitable trees. So I've not strung up tarp shelters before. I've been learning from books, videos. There is going to be some knots and lines that we need to practice to be able to do this shelter, because I'm going to have to string up a ridgeline. So first things first, let's get these knots sorted out. So we're going to put the ridgeline in to start with. So what I've got is I've got a length of paracord as my ridgeline, and all I've done is I've put a loop in the end of it by just putting an overhand knot in a bite in the line. So we need a stick to use as a stopper for the knot, which I'll place so it's available there. And to start with, I'm going to wrap this around the tree. I've wrapped it around the tree, you can see, and then I go over the fixed part of the line, the bit that I've got hanked up in my hand, over the top of that, and then I'm going to wrap it back round the tree again. So then my loop comes back to me at the front, and then the loop where I've gone over the line in the first place, so it pokes through the loop in my line. Put my stick inside and then put it all tight. And what we can do with this is I should now be able to pull it tight, ratchet it back on itself, just to give it tension, and that now is nice and solid. Right, so now we're at the other tree where we're going to tarp the other end of our ridge line. So I've got the excess cord here, and I need to keep it nice and tight now. So I'm going to go round the tree. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull towards the tree with the tight line, pull back on it, with the excess, and that nice and tight. So now what I'm going to do is untie a knot that's in the line there. I'm going to go over the top of that ridge line, and I'm going to keep it nice and tight, and I'm going to just pull that back, similar to the knot at the other end where you've gone over the top and then you've gone back the other way, back around the tree again. And then we come back to the tree and we'll tie it off. So now that we've pulled this back around the tree, back down towards our ridge line, what I'm going to do is put a loop in the line, so pull it back on itself. I'm going to go over the top of the ridge line again. Don't need that much, it's too much. And then I'm going to twist the line so that it's got a loop, and then I'm going to feed the tail end underneath the line through that and just keeps that all down nice and tight. So this is my cheapy little tarp that I bought. The Andes 3 metre by 3 metre waterproof tarp. Comes in its own little bag. So in the bag comes the tarp itself folded up. It does come with a couple of guy lines and pegs as well, which is quite handy. So now we need to attach the tarp to our guy line. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a pressing knot. So in order to do that, I've got just a small piece of cord with an overhand knot tied in it to give me a loop, and then I'm going to put a pressing knot on my ridgeline. All you do is you wrap it over twice. So you put your loop behind the line, knotted end comes up, goes through the loop, comes back down, and then through the loop again, trying to keep the knot all nice and tidy. And then as you cinch it down, keeping everything nice and tidy where it was. Hopefully you can see that. So that is nice knot, and then what that does is that will slide along Right, so next job is to attach the tarp to the pressing knots that we've done. So all I've got is on the halfway fold section of the tarp, either end, you just put a bigger loop in there because the loop that comes with it isn't big enough. So I've put a bigger loop in, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed that through my pressing knot, and then just use a piece of wood, feed through there, and then that will hold it there. I'll do the same again at the other end, and then that should be the ridge line up. The ridge line is now up, holding the middle of our tarp. We've got one side to come out, each side. So now what we need to do is to peg out our corners, and we've got ourselves our shelter. Now the tarp, like I said, did come with pegs and guy lines, but this is Bushcraft people making our own pegs. Right, so we're just going to peg out the first corner down here. So I've got the little eyelet that's in the sheet already, not really big enough for normally Bushcrafty pegs. So I'm just going to again, piece of cord, give myself a bigger loop. Tidy. Do that at the other end. So, back end of the shelter now pegged. You can see, and then come round the side. Now I just need to sort the front side of it out. So, because I'm not going to build this shelter as an A-frame type, a normal tent-shaped shelter, I want to build it like this, so that I've got an area, a sheltered area, to go underneath to get out of the weather if that rain comes down again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach some longer guy lines to the eyelets, and then using the same knots as we used for attaching the ridgeline, I'm going to just tie this to other trees just to hold the front end of the shelter up like that. So as you can see guys, that's my really quick 3 meter by 3 meter tarp shelter, going for the front opening so that you can still take into account this lovely view that we've got. Sod's law is the rain is definitely gone now. So guys, thanks for tuning into this episode of Survival for ZA. We built a shelter today using a tarp. I just got this tarp this week, I wanted to try it out. It was only a cheapy one, so I just wanted to see, can I still build tarp shelters? You don't need to have the all singing all dancing expensive ones. Bushcraft on a budget, I can cope with that. So if you like what we're doing, please click on like and subscribe to the channel. We try and get some more videos out for you as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching again.